Hey everyone, this is our new Vault Talk podcast, hosted by Courier Heisenberg, also known as Chandler, and Enter Fallout, which has many faces behind it. Today we have Brandon with us. Say hi, Brandon.
Hey, people. I also go by Kingdom Fallout.
Oh yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
So, we're just gonna mainly talk about some things regarding Fallout 4, the Fallout universe today, just in a pilot podcast. This is our first time doing it. And we'll have some more guests or other speakers soon in later episodes. So we're gonna, go by at least maybe 25 minutes. We hope you can stay and enjoy, and we might stream some... Sorry, messed up my wording there. Stream some further episodes on Twitch, so if someone would like to, see that, that'd be great.
Right.
So, why don't we just jump right into it? Should we?
Yeah, why not, man? So let's talk about mods on consoles.
Mods on consoles. I'm excited for that.
Really?
I am. What about you?
I mean, sort of. I think it can get a little out of hand with the, because, if you looked at Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas playthroughs now, a lot of people use texture mods and only stuff that, PCs that are built now can pretty much run. So, I think the PS4 and Xbox One versions of those doesn't really have a future with the mods, maybe weapon mods and stuff, but I don't think anything
I'm thinking things like weapon mods and more quests and things like that. I think that will do good. But
yeah.
Things like texture, that's what I was thinking, but I don't think they're going to have a thing saying, submit your mod and we'll see if it's good, then we'll allow it on consoles. I think it'll just be a free market.
Right.
But they'll probably have... I know one thing is that if you... every single time you load one of your saves, it creates a vanilla backup, so, no mods on that. So then, if you accidentally corrupt something, then you'll be fine. So then, your save data isn't just completely dead.
Yeah, the one thing I'm mostly worried about, because the mods I like are texture mods. I like to see those games look beautiful. Fallout 3, that game is 7 years old, and if you look at the texture mods people have put on it,
it looks great.
The environment, I would say almost comparable to GTA 5's Los Santos.
Yeah, I think I haven't seen much of Fallout 3. I've seen a lot of Fallout New Vegas things, where they mod the crap out of it, and it's just so much, and it looks so great.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
definitely. New Vegas, I like New Vegas mods, but I mostly look at the Fallout 3 ones because a lot of people have been putting in the bluer sky, the trees, almost making it look like a Fallout 4 texture pack. It looks
yeah.
Especially the trees. I believe Todd Howard mentioned that he was when he looks back at Fallout 3, he wished he didn't make it so destroyed and green, because it was a puke green.
Yeah, and then New Vegas had that, even though that wasn't... Todd didn't do anything with that. It had that orangish, reddish.
Oh my God. Yeah, that always got on my nerves with the orange and the yellows and the reds.
I don't know. I didn't really have a problem. I barely noticed it for some... I don't know why.
I always noticed it. I just always have a problem with games that take place in deserts, because for me it's either done right or it's either done wrong, and New Vegas was on the line of wrong and right, because there was just so much desert and so empty. It was almost... in Fallout 3, when you look in the distance, you'll see, the monuments and buildings and whatnot. But in Fallout New Vegas, that will still happen, but it's not as frequent as it would in Fallout 3.
I think one thing I just completely loved about New Vegas, I just really liked it, was how... you'd have to be in the perfect position, though, mainly in the middle of the map, but you'd be on top of a mountain or something, and then you'd look on the horizon, and then you'd see New Vegas in the distance, the Lucky 38 and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I liked that. I liked also in 3 where you could see the Washington Monument. That was basically the Lucky 38 of Fallout 3. So I think both of the games at least did, where you could see a monument. I thought that was decent. So yeah, for some reason, I've played through Fallout 3, at least the story, because I've completionist New Vegas, basically. But with Fallout 3, I've played through it about 2 times, like 2 times fully, and then because I got it on my Xbox and then on my PC later. But for some reason, DC is always something that I stay out of. Like, I do it for the story, and then I never went back for the like all the different areas, like the underworld and all that stuff. I don't know why. Like, it just didn't seem very welcoming.
It wasn't, because they filled that area with mutants and a lot of
Yeah,
things.
and that's always, I would just run.
Yeah, on a low level, you would never go into that area. I'm actually playing through Fallout 3 again on my temporarily on my PS3, because that's all I have right now.
Mm-hmm.
But when I played it on my 360 way back when it first came out, as soon as I got to a higher level, I started to wander around, because I actually live in DC, so I know the area pretty well, and I can tell you it's actually really accurate with the mapping of the capital.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool, especially when you like go to those areas after playing that game. It makes it just a little bit cooler going there. One thing I will say, when Fallout 3 came out, I noticed the elevator was working in the Washington Monument. For the longest time, the elevator was broken in the Washington Monument.
Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one quest where you have to go and do whatever you call it. I think it was the Space Museum or whatever it was, and you have to go get that dish. And
Three Dog?
With Three Dog. Sorry, I can't talk today. 3 Dog. It's just, I remember doing that on my 360, and it was just, it was awful because there were so many super mutants, and I didn't have much stuff. So it's like I had to ration all of my ammo and everything, and I had to get in there, and that was just terrible. And then when I played on my PC, then I just talked him out of it, and it felt so amazing, and I just felt like the first time I just missed out on that opportunity to just not do it because that was so difficult.
Right. I always take that quest just because I want to get some of the landmarks early on.
Yeah.
It also depends on what type of character I play. The way I play Fallout games is I role play with different characters. Like right now I'm doing Paladin style, like energy, weapons, science, medicine type person. Yeah. But talking about 3 Dog, do you think he's going to make a return into Fallout 4?
I honestly, I wish. I would be so amazed if he was. But one thing, and I was actually thinking about talking about this, how if you saw in the trailer, first it was in the trailer, then there's more stuff recently. There was a giant poster in the scene where there's a dude in power armor on the vertibird flying up above Boston. There's a giant poster saying GNN with a giant antenna broadcasting something. So like Galaxy News Network or something like that. And
I believe Galaxy News Network in the lore is actually, I think in Fallout 1, when you load it up, that's actually what comes up, is Galaxy News Network.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've played Fallout 1, but I didn't see that, yeah. Oh, but,
it's on the,
oh, yeah?
Sorry?
Oh, no, I was saying how it would be cool if it was almost like a second branch of Galaxy News Radio or something like that, like it was somehow connected. But if 3 Dog, like, if I almost feel like even if there's a new radio station, which there will be, of course, but if there's a second radio station just kind of like 3 Dogs, that if he made like an appearance, I think it would be really cool if there's a side quest with him. But honestly, I want to keep my hopes down. I think at the most they'd give him like a small role in the game, because he had a decently large role to the story in Fallout 3 with the whole Galaxy News Radio building and everything like that. But I feel like it'd be really, really cool to see him in it, but I don't think he's going to get anything more than just a side role or something like that. So Fallout 4 will be a lot different than Fallout 3, because if people look at them and say, well, I mean, they both have 3 Dog in it, so what's the point? So I think it'd be really cool if there was a small continuation of that, or just something like he's in it. I think that'd be really cool, but I don't really think that he'd have a big role in it.
I might have to disagree. I don't think he's going to have a big role, but I have a strong belief that he's going to make a return back because I think Fallout 4 was first teased on the voice actors. I can't remember his name. On his Twitter, he talked about Three Dog for a little bit.
Or wasn't
But
that
could be,
wait, wasn't that like, because I remember everyone went crazy after that. I think I was on Instagram during that point because I was kind of a late dude. Sorry, my phone just buzzed. But I thought that was for something else. Like he was starring in some type of something.
yeah. He was. He shouts out to Shoddycast. That's it's another channel where they do like lore videos about Fallout. Like basically, people want to learn about the lore. He did a small segment for them and a mod where he voiced a robot and like pre-recorded messages from Three Dog into a voiced robot for New Vegas. Which is pretty cool.
That would be. I think that's neat. I should actually probably get that mod.
Yeah, you should check him out. It's actually really cool. It's a companion mod. But the thing I believe is because I believe Bethesda leaked that the game was going to take place at the end of Fallout 3 or during the end of Fallout 3, so it's going to take place at the same time area. So I think we're obviously going to have the Eastern Brotherhood come back, the more friendly, approach to Brotherhood, not the attack horde people. They're obviously probably going to make a comeback, and I think he might be there, but I don't think Three Dogs is going to like be a major role, like you said earlier.
Yeah, maybe we don't even see him, but we just hear him.
Yeah. He's probably going to stay in D.C. I don't think he would ever leave.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Like, why would he abandon his building? I think,
right.
What would I like to see in the next game, because I guess that's kind of our theme at the moment, is that I think I really, really wish we could see Harold again, even though he's kind of a tree.
Dead too, isn't he?
Yeah.
So you kill him?
Yeah, you can't. For some reason, I never got to him in Fallout 3, like, in my playthrough. I need to, because there's a lot of areas in Fallout 3 that for some reason I never went to, like mainly the upper north area, because I mainly stayed down south, doing the main story and all that stuff.
Right. Yeah, up north is where, I think that's, up north is kind of divided, because if you go up north, I believe that's where the harder enemies are.
Yeah, that was the main thing, where it was kind of spooky for me, so I didn't really feel like going into the spooky territory.
Talking about spooky territories, that is one theme that I hope returns into Fallout 4, is the, like, spooky, creepiness.
Atmosphere, yeah.
I feel like that was missing in New Vegas, in the major part.
Or no, the Nightkin, though. The Nightkin, so...
Yeah, they were creepy, but, I mean, there was, like, Fallout 3, there was the Dunwich building.
Yeah.
And, the whole DLC for the pit was just creepy by itself. I can't lie about that.
Yeah, but, I have to say, slight story time, with the Nightkin, so in New Vegas, when in Come Fly With Me, which for some reason I only did like half of that quest, and then I came back probably when I was almost done with the game, and then I finished the rest of it. But so, I was in the basement there, and there's a ton of Nightkin, because they talked about some demons. I thought they were, like, hallucinating, so I thought they were just completely lying, and you just have to find something. So I was walking around, and it was pitch black in my room, and my brother was asleep. And then a Nightkin just pops up in front of me, because I didn't see him, because he was completely invisible, and I just jump out of my chair and hit my legs on the table, like, from the bottom. And I was just, oh my god, I was terrified. And then I thought, after that, well, I mean, it's one jump scare, I don't think it'll happen again. So I was walking around, and then I think every single time a Nightkin appeared, I jumped. Because, I don't know, I was just too scared.
Yeah, the Nightkin were pretty creepy, I'll give it that. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I would have to say that quest is pretty interesting. I never actually... I don't know if I finished it. That's the one where you take the ghoul, where you have the glowing ghoul.
Yeah, they're that one ghoul who wants to go to space or something like that with his followers, and then you get them the stuff, and they go into the rocket ship and they fly away.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Like, in all, I'm a little biased when people talk to me about the difference between Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I can tell them, but I've never finished all of New Vegas's story. I'm actually working on that right now.
Oh yeah, which one are you doing?
Right now I'm working on side quests I'm finding.
Mhm.
I think what was the recent? I haven't played it in about a week, but what was the last one? I think I'm actually working on that quest. Now to think about it, because I just found Novak and I bought the hotel room.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah. One thing though, I always, when people argue about New Vegas Fallout 3, I don't mean to change the subject to this, but like, I noticed New Vegas is not actually finished.
What do you
There's
mean?
so much more that was supposed to be added into it, and I was always wondering what happened if it had one more year of like development time. What
Oh,
would
that would be really cool to see.
like, because there's a whole area where it's just empty.
Or I
And
mean,
it's like-
there's a lot of areas where it's just kind of there's mountains, so you can't go past them.
Yeah.
Something
Always
that
wondered.
I love so much about New Vegas though is the DLC, because I know Dead Money was like such a pain to play through, but all the other ones, mainly their story. Dead Money had a good story though. I know my favorite one from the 3 is Honest Hearts,
Yeah, I
and-
hear a lot of people saying that one.
and people either love it or hate it because it has Joshua Graham and everything.
Yeah.
So I loved it, and it didn't really relate to the other ones because I mean, you kind of have to play Dead Money first, and then Old World Blues, and then Lonesome Road, because they all go together kind of like that. But they go together really well, and I know I've mentioned this on my Instagram, but the storyline between Veronica and Christine and Elijah. Have you ever like dove into that topic there?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've never have completed all the DLCs for New Vegas.
Oh yeah, yeah. But okay, so basically a summary is that one of the companions, Veronica, have you met Veronica in the game?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
She's part of the Brotherhood quests.
Yeah, yeah. And she gets you in. That's how I got in. Because there's different ways, but basically, so there's this other girl named, or I guess woman technically, I don't know their age, named Christine, and in Dead Money you find her in this auto dock, and she's like really messed up in the face because the auto dock like malfunctioned or something. And basically Veronica was Christine's girlfriend or something, but then the Brotherhood separated them. And Elijah, Father Elijah, one of the guys in there, he like one of the head, whatever you call it, Brother of Steel guys, they separated them or something, but he also had this, like, I think in Dead Money he was the main guy, so he like had this whole vault of gold, and I don't know, it's kind of complicated. I don't always remember all of it because I first played through Dead Money, oh man, that was a long time, or it wasn't a long time ago, but it was a while, maybe it was like a year ago or something. But I don't know, I really like how the DLC had their own, it was more of, it wasn't really like a, like adding, or it wasn't, because I know some games, they might have a storyline that it starts and then it kind of ends it, but then it says like, hey, do the DLC and you'll know how it ends. But with this, it was just kind of like, it expanded on the story, like, just kind of a continuation. I mean, it wasn't like technically necessary, but I loved it a lot.
Brotherhood of Steel DLC for Fallout 3 where just like, continue the ending, basically.
Yeah, I like Broken Steel though, on how, because I haven't, I only got Broken Steel recently actually, so I mean I finished the game and everything, but because it was after I played on PC, because I kind of neglected my Fallout 3 on 360 for a long time, then I got on PC, but I like how there's a ton of new people like walking around with the Aqua Pura.
Yeah,
And
it
stuff like
definitely
that.
has.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. So yeah, To our podcast listeners, we've hit the 20-minute mark, and we'll be back shortly, but we're going to have a slight intermission, and thank you for listening, and we'll be right back. Hey everyone, welcome back to the podcast, and now we have a special guest who actually isn't a guest, but he was just late. Carlos, say hi.
Hi guys, I'm the owner of Enter Fallout. I'm joining the podcast now.
Pretty popular Fallout page. Is it doing good for you?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so where we left off, we were talking about Fallout 3 in New Vegas. We mentioned Three Dog and everything. I mean, you guys just listened to this, so, I mean, this isn't anything new.
Yeah.
So, Carlos, what was your favorite part about Fallout 3 or New Vegas?
For Fallout 3, like, what do you mean, like, the game in general, or, like, parts of the game?
I don't either, I guess.
For me, it was really the story of Fallout 3. Like, how it's really, how do you say it? I just like the story in general of Fallout 3. It's very, like, Fallout-y. It has, like, a really good feel to it.
Yeah.
New Vegas has more of a, like,
open-ended
free
type of
roam type of feel. You don't have to, like, it's pretty chill, I guess.
Yeah.
But in general, I do like Fallout New Vegas more than Fallout 3.
Oh, yeah, same. Oh, something that happened was, this kind of, I guess, off-topic-y. Not really, though. So, I was playing Fallout 3, and do you know the time when you rescue your dad, and you have to go to Rivet City, and then usually what most people do is they go to Rivet City, and they just fast travel there, and then wait for him?
Mm-hmm.
Because what I did was, I didn't know that you had to do that. I thought you were supposed to follow him. Like, all the way there. So then what happened was, I started following him, and I discovered a lot of locations, which was good, I guess. But then, before we got there, there was like a giant raider horde just shooting us, and I died so many times. And then I realized after like 40-ish minutes of playing, most of that dying, because there's so many things trying to kill me, I just realized, like, oh, hey, I can just fast travel there. And then he'll get there by himself. Oops! And that never came across my mind to fast travel.
Yeah, when I first did that, I think I did the same thing, but at that point, I was so OP. I had the Gauss rifle from the Anchor DLC, so I was pretty much protecting him.
Yeah, because I didn't have any DLC back then. Yeah, that wasn't fun. My second playthrough, I originally thought, like, why not just follow him for, like, half of the way so I can get all the stuff, and then it just got so boring. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, sorry to interrupt, but speaking about fast travel, about Fallout 4, do you think that in Fallout 4, when you fast travel, like they said that there won't be any more loading screens, do you think there'll be loading screens for fast travel, even if it's a long distance?
I think what they mean by no loading screens is, like, if you go into a building, it won't load. So I think fast travel, I don't know, maybe you'll have, like, an animation or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm like, maybe, I mean, because that'd be really, really difficult to program it so that you're on, like, one side of the map, and then you immediately select to fast travel, and then it's immediately there with no loading screen.
Yeah,
I don't think...
Or maybe, like, a short lag, kind of, like a small little one.
Yeah,
but not as...
I could see, like, a small loading screen type of thing for that.
Yeah.
But I think what they mainly mean is that you go into a house, and then there's no loading screen. Like, I know, at least New Vegas, I don't know about Fallout 3, I wasn't really checking. I could go into the Good Springs General Store, and there'd be a slight loading screen, and then you go in there, you'd shop or something, and then I went out, and then there was no loading screen when I was going out. Like, it was just a 1 second black screen. Like, it wasn't even 1 second, it was just like half of a second.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would say, for fast travel, probably loading screen. For not fast travel, like, just going to buildings, no loading screen, as they said.
I think, I don't know. I think my theory about the fast travel in Fallout 4 is probably going to be we see the vertibird just, like, come out and pick him up in the gameplay. I think that's what the form of fast travel is going to be. The vertibird.
You know what I think would be cool?
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
That would be cool, but I always thought, because I used to play, and I still, like, besides recently, play a lot of Pokemon. So, if you ever played Pokemon, have you ever played Pokemon? at all.
Of course.
So, like, if you've ever gotten the HM Fly, where basically you're walking around and then whenever you want to, you can fly to a specific city and, like, something picks you up. I was thinking, like, why not have something similar in concept but different in, like, mechanically?
Oh wait, but we did see the jetpack, so maybe that could be a part of how you can travel as well, like sort of fast.
I don't
I don't think that was more of like a lift you up type of thing, not really like
I
a
think
go
it's like
forward
a super
faster.
jump type for the power armor type thing.
Yeah,
rather
but it
than
is a jet,
travel.
so it could probably, but who knows really.
Or I think what would be cool is if there were like tons of different airports or airstrips around the map. And then what happens is, when you want to, you can fast travel to the airstrips, but you can't to the other areas. Like an airplane, a vertibird would pick you up or something. So that'd add a bit of challenge to it, when still keeping the regular feel of fast travel stuff.
I like that. That actually sounds pretty cool. I like that way you don't just go from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Like, just certain areas.
Have you ever done a playthrough where you just don't fast travel?
Yeah.
Nope.
On New Vegas thing.
I haven't done a playthrough, but I've done things where I just say like, I would fast travel to this place, but I do just feel like walking, and then you realize how big the map actually is if you just walk from one side of it to the other. Because I mean, I don't think it's too big, but it's like big enough so it takes a while.
I'm gonna be honest. I am gonna go ahead and just throw in, because it is Bethesda's histories. But I mean, the Elder Scrolls games, they have the horse. In those games, like Oblivion and Skyrim, they have the horses. And when I play those games, I almost never use the fast travel system. I just use the horse to go around the land.
Oh yeah.
You'll have probably something to travel with, maybe like an animal or of some sort or something like that.
I feel like I know in Fallout 4, of course, there'll be sprinting.
I hope they're. Yeah,
that was confirmed because someone looked at a photograph of the special chart. This is like a while ago though, and I think endurance or something. It said, like the description was, the more you have, the more you're like not exactly, but the more you have, the more like this will do, and your sprinting will last longer or something. Plus, I mean, you can see him sprint in the trailer, I think, or one of those.
Yeah, you can.
Like a gameplay thing. But I think that'll speed up so you can walk a lot farther. But because I know what Todd said was that the map is like the same size as Skyrim without any of the mountains blocking your way. Because I heard,
he did say that.
I didn't play Skyrim. I don't even have it. I'll probably get it eventually. Like that's my plan once I get a more powerful PC. Because I know modding is big on Skyrim. But because I mean, you've played Skyrim, right? Like you just mentioned that, right?
Yeah.
Do the mountains take up a lot of space? Because I heard that they do.
Yeah, there's right in the middle of the map. There's just a giant ass mountain. Oops, sorry, excuse my French. There's just a giant mountain.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what our podcast rating is, but I mean, it's Fallout, so.
Oh, true.
So yeah, I'd say, I mean, without the mountains, because I've seen my friend try to climb the mountains, and that's like. It takes a lot.
Mountain and Skyrim are shit. I mean, sorry, there I go after you said that. But the mountains in Skyrim suck very much because you have to like jump up and up and up, like, and then if you fall, you fucking you die. I'm sorry, you die.
The way I kind of like the way they had the mountains set up in Skyrim a little bit because they actually had paths on the side of it.
I heard
but if
that...
you go back to Todd Howard's first game, Oblivion. Not many people know that's his first like direct impact on a Bethesda game, but the mountains were just literally just slopes, and it was almost impossible to get up them without using a path.
Oh, what I heard because I never really like in New Vegas tried to climb the mountains because I thought they were kind of there, because I know New Vegas like so much of it is mountains, like all of the sides basically are just complete areas that you can't access.
Well, yeah.
I heard in Skyrim...
That's how Vegas is. That's how the real Vegas is.
Oh, yeah. But, because I heard with Skyrim, you can at least climb the mountains, even though it takes forever, because you're basically just jumping a ton. But in New Vegas, you just can't climb the mountains at all, so it's even worse. But, I never tried to climb them.
I think the more you go into Bethesda, like the latest Bethesda games, usually you can climb up a mountain better. But I mean, if you go all the way back, Oblivion, you can't climb a mountain. The only mountain in Fallout 3, which I think leads to Oasis, it's almost impossible to climb. I've never tried to climb a mountain in Fallout New Vegas and Skyrim. Everybody does it in Skyrim.
Well, in Fallout New Vegas, because I have climbed mountains, what happens if you try to jump from one mountain to another one, and you like mess up, you end up like glitched into the mountain, so you can't really move anymore. You have to like save to a
I tried to climb a mountain like once, just like this big hill that was in my way, and then I just couldn't because there was an invisible wall there or something. Because that's what people said.
Yeah.
Like I mean, in Skyrim you can try to climb it, but in New Vegas you just physically can't.
I feel like this is something where like one of the like Fallout people, like one of the newer Fallout players, would probably ask for a vehicle.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh god,
I'm not really into it. Plus, the map would have to be like 2 or 3 times as big to actually be decent if you had a vehicle.
Well, the thing is, the reason Skyrim and Oblivion, like they have horses.
So I mean,
Yeah, because I mean they're pretty decent speed, but they're pretty decent speed. But I mean, when like with a car or a bike, and that because it's a different time zone, it just wouldn't work, and you'd miss a lot of things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I would compare it to Far Cry. Have you guys ever played like Far Cry 3 or?
I have Far Cry 3, and I've played like 20 minutes of it.
Well, if you ever try to explore the island in it, like, I'm gonna be honest, I missed, like, all the cool areas in it.
Because you're driving?
Yeah, there's driving, motorcycles. It's pretty much most action-based game. So
yeah, you just missed
a lot
it.
of areas because of it.
Yeah. Okay, so, I think we've talked a lot about this and everything. The podcast
So the first one, I think we're good to introduce like what we're going to be doing. I think we've done a really good job so far.
Yeah. And
as our first podcast, you know.
Yeah. And Carlos joined in. I think it's really great if we have at least 3 of us. The more the merrier, basically. I think we did well. I'm still gonna have to work a lot on the technical side of it, like the YouTube channel, stuff like that. We can probably broadcast in the future. I mean, we could just advertise it a ton.
Advertise it a ton to make sure we actually get people to watch it if we ever do like live broadcasting. So it's just not like
Yeah. So if you're watching this, either I hope you like and subscribe. We all do, and give us feedback. I think that's the main thing. Like either on our Instagram
pages
or on YouTube, and I'll share it with everyone. So yeah, and thank you so much for watching. So yeah, thank you from all of us, and we hope to see you next time on the Vault Talk podcast. So yeah, thank you. Bye.
Thank you.